My Clippers have been really busy here in the offseason. DeAndre Jordan is back. Did the Mavs make up a jersey for him? Did the Clippers give DeAndre Jordan's number to somebody else? Lance Stevenson, Josh Smith now with the Clippers. Man, it's been busy for Doc Rivers, Clippers head coach. Run through the new additions there, Doc. It's been busy time for you guys.
Yeah, really killing my golf game, Dan.
Oh,
I must say.
Where are you playing?
Well, you know where I play. I play with Al.
Oh, so are you with Al Michaels right now?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm not playing today.
Oh,
that
okay.
would be nice, though.
All right. When you're on the course, do you turn your phone off?
Yes.
Have you ever kept it on because you could get news one way or another?
Oh, yeah. I've done that before for sure.
Did you keep it on during the DeAndre Jordan situation?
I was not golfing. It's tough to golf when you're inside a guy's house, with the chair against the door and having to lock it.
Did you barricade the door so Cuban couldn't get in, Doc?
No.
You did not. You did. Okay.
We put a big guard outside of it. We didn't need to barricade it.
All right. Summarize how all of this went down. I know it played out publicly.
Well, it played out publicly, but it was not the way it looked similar to what we're saying, but it was never like that. It almost became it was comical how it was played out. With the emoji war and Chandler Parson and J.J. Redick going back and forth and all that stuff. That was I think that's what made it look so strange. But the bottom line is it started out with DJ, or at least his agent, informing us that he was going somewhere else, to Dallas. And, obviously when you're a coach and you have a relationship with a guy, that rocked me. I mean, I was stunned by that. Just in a basketball front, you just looked at that decision and you couldn't understand why. And then I started getting word that DJ wanted to come back and that he was having second thoughts, and you didn't know how to deal with that at first, and then finally DJ and I connected, and he said it. He said, I want to come back. I just want to sit down with everybody and talk it out. And so that was the whole thing. We went up to Houston and did that. When we got there, the decision had basically been made that he wanted to come back. But we had a great team talk. I think talking to other coaches, and laughing about it and talking about it, they were saying, "Man, you created the greatest team building exercise in the middle of the summer that I've ever seen."
That's true.
I said, "Well, I didn't create it. DJ created it." But it was good. I mean, it really was. Dan, I don't think people realize how hard the way we lost last year. I mean, that was hard. When you're up 3-1 in a series and you blow it, it takes time to get through that. Usually, from a coaching standpoint, I was thinking it would take, some of training camp, to exercise those demons. And the fact that we were able to go through it now and talk about it, allows us to move on. And I think that's a good thing.
At any point, did you think DeAndre Jordan was truly gone?
Well, right when he told me, or right when his agent told me, yes, that's the only thing that, I kind of scratched my head at later after the whole thing was over and you heard Mark complaining about, he was upset that DJ didn't call him. And, Dane, I think you've been in this business long enough that usually doesn't happen. I was with DJ for 2 years. He didn't call me. His agent called me.
No.
To tell me that he wasn't coming. And, eventually DJ texted me and then called. But, it's just the way of the business. But for 24 hours, I thought we had lost DJ, and it was a bad feeling. And then right when I started hearing that he was thinking about coming back, I was very confident that he would come back because I just thought, you get wooed, you get recruited. He's never been recruited in his life, and all that stuff sounds great. The smoke and the mirrors and what they're going to do and how they're going to play you and all that stuff. And I think when he started thinking about it, he looked at our team, he looked at his situation, and he thought, my goodness, I'm in a great place. Why would I ever give that up? And, it was substance. And then we built our relationship with substance. I think you saw that. And decided to, I hate saying come back because he never left, if you know what I mean. I sound like John Calipari then trying to sell something. But that's, I never thought he'd laugh after that. I keep saying that he, I guess it's a play on words, but, it was good to see him stay.
Is Steve Ballmer's jet always there? Like, how much notice do you have to give the owner? I need the plane right now. We're going to Houston.
Well, that was kind of lucky. That probably meant the stars was aligned. He was flying in with his wife. The day that I got the news that they wanted us to come, he just happened to still be flying into L.A. that day with his wife, or the next day that we were leaving. And I called him up and I said, hey, we need your plane. And he said, oh, great, I'm on my way to L.A. anyway. So he literally, I get there, Paul Pierce, Blake, everyone flew up. J.J. drives up from Austin. J.J. Redick lives in Austin, Texas. So, everyone showed up. We met at a hotel, drove over. And so it was easy. And Steve has a nice plane, man. You should get on it sometime.
All right. What's the coolest thing on the plane? Does he have like Picasso's on there, or
No.
does he have paintings on there?
No, the one thing Steve Ballmer is not is extravagant. The plane is amazing. The coolest thing is the bed.
Are you allowed to sleep on the bed?
Well, I don't know. I didn't try it. I was wide awake, but my guess is yes. I didn't fly back with all the guys because I was flying to Orlando to go to the Summer League. But I'm sure somebody used that bed. My guess of the guys on the plane, I'm going to pick Paul Pierce. A guy at his age, I would say he probably needed a rest.
What is Paul Pierce's role on this team?
Well, boy, that's a great question. I would say everything. As a player, to just see Paul Pierce, he's going to take big shots and make a lot of them. The thing I love about him, he's never been scared to take them. So it's great to have another guy on your team that is willing to do that. But I think his mentorship of not just, Chris and Blake and DJ, I think he understands team building. He actually saw it firsthand when we assembled our big three in Boston. That team won it in the first year. And it took a lot of team building to do that, a lot of, sacrifice of shots, of egos. And so I think Paul has seen that. He knows what works, and I think that'll really help our team.
Explain to me that it factor of the guy who wants to take the last shot, because you know guys who don't, but there are certain guys who do. How do you know when you have that, your teammates know you have that?
Well, I tell you from a coaching standpoint, it's somewhat easy. The next time you watch a game and they show the huddle and they show the coach starting to draw up the play, the guys that are looking dead at the coach want the ball. Like eye to eye, you could see it. I've been on teams, Dan, where I go in that huddle, and I always do it. I always look up to see, especially to the key guys, see who's staring at you. I've been in huddles where everyone is staring down.
Nobody wanted the ball?
No, and you're thinking, oh, boy, this play's not going to work.
Nobody wants it.
And then I tell people I've been in huddles where the worst guy, the guy you absolutely do not want to get the ball, he's staring at you, and you're thinking, well, that's not going to work either.
Have you ever asked for the ball and the coach said, no, you don't get it, Doc?
Oh, yeah, I have, for sure. I was what I was. I was not a great offensive player. Dan, you beat me in Papa Shot at Jackson Gill, so clearly I couldn't shoot the ball very well.
That's true.
That's very true. And I had Dominique on my team, so, the times I asked for the ball, Fratello would look at me like, he didn't say no, he just ignored me.
Is LeBron
But I tell you what, I have had a player ask me for the ball, and I didn't give it to him. And then the guy missed, and he stared at me all the way off the floor. So, that stuff happens.
Wow. Is LeBron top 5 all time now?
Yeah, I don't know. I think so, but I don't ever do the list because I always think, the difference between now and 20 years ago, I think we waited until the career was over, and then we had the conversation.
That's true.
And now it seems like we do it after a guy's, fourth year. I mean, listen, I love Jordan Spieth. Love him. But we're already putting him in Nicklaus in Tiger's category. And the kid's 22 years old. I just wish we would wait and allow him to have his career.
All right, hopefully no more drama in the offseason there. And sorry if I interrupted any golf there. I'd hate to do that to you and Al Michaels at Bel Air.
Well, the way we both play, I don't think you've changed much at all.
I think people at Bel Air are thankful if I interrupt you and Al Michaels from playing golf.
Definitely the groundskeepers, that's for sure.
Thank you, Doc.